Shalom, Israel. This is Yahawah from the GMS Dallas camp. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahawashi, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well, and salutations to the Alkiam scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, keeping His word in truth and sincerity. I just want to do a video, something I read on one of the brothers' pages on Instagram, a scripture he had posted going into pretty much who to do good to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna start off with Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 12 verse 1. When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it, so shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits, right? So know who you're gonna do, know who to who you're doing good to, right? Verse 2. Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense, and if not from him, yet from the Most High. So, if you do good unto the, like your brothers, individual who's keeping the ways of, Yahawah, Yahawashi, or, he doesn't have to necessarily be in GMS, but as long as he's pushing that truth, teaching the name of Yahawah, Yahawashi, teaching pretty much the truth, that's the type of people you should do good to, right? And even if they don't, like it says, recompense you back for you doing for doing good unto them, the Most High is going to reward you. Verse 3. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms, right? So you can't just, it's like pretty much kind of like casting your pearls into swine. They're just, doing good to an evil man, there's no good will come out of it. It's just, it's vain, because he's been being wicked the whole time, but you want to give him $20 because he's out in the corner begging for money, but at the end of the day he's going to turn around and spend that money on drugs or alcohol or whatever. There's no good that's going to come out of it, right? And verse 4, give to the godly man and help not a sinner, right? Verse 5, do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. And who's the lowly? That's men of the Lord out there pushing his word. Hold back thy bread and give it not unto him, lest he overmaster thee thereby. For thou shalt receive twice as much evil for all the good thou shalt have done unto him, right? And that's happened unto me, like to me. Before I was in the truth, I used to be known as real, just real helpful towards people. I'm not trying to, put myself on some kind of pedestal about, I did this and that. No, I'm just, because being that type of way can really, hurt you. People can take advantage of you, and then a lot of that stuff happened to me. People took advantage of me and used it for their own, to further their own agenda, so to speak, right? Verse 6, right? For the Most High hated sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment, right? Give unto the good, and help not the sinner. A friend cannot be in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. In the verse 9, in the prosperity of a man enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity even a friend will depart. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. All right. So, for example, let's go back to the Native Americans, right? So-called Native Americans, right? They were real friendly with these Edomites. Helping them out. Doing all these nice things to them. But what did these so-called white people do? They spoke smooth things. Talk to them right. As a matter of fact, we can get that in the in Psalms. I believe it's in chapter 50, somewhere around there. How he spoke smooth. Here, I'll just go to it real quick. But these Edomites fucking took advantage of that. They took advantage of Gad's kindness, and then look what happened to them. The Most High recompensed Gad with evil. For doing good unto a wicked man, right? So I'm gonna go to let's see, there it is, Psalms. I believe it's chapter 50. Let's see, should I call that? Let's see. This thing says on consider ye whoso. Might be 51, Salaki. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna just look it up real quick. Don't want to take too much time. Was it honey? Sure. Man, I haven't gone back to. I haven't read that scripture in a minute. Salakia. Let's see. Man, I'm probably okay. Here we go. All right, so this is Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Right. So these, for example, using these Edomites, this wicked people. We tried to do good to them plenty of times, even in this era, right? We try to be at peace with them, but they they're just plain wicked. You can't just do good to an evil man, because they're gonna turn back and rend you, right? Cast that burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain it. He shall never suffer the righteous. Well, we can start up a little bit. He had, verse 20, he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant, right? So he broke every peace treaty that, these Edomites broke every single peace treaty that they had made with these so-called Native Americans. So you can't just go around doing good just to anybody, like it says in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, Sirach chapter 12, do good unto the godly man, right? So let's go back to chapter 12. I'm going to start back at verse 12. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, right? Just like what we had talked about. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith, right? So, like we were going into, he pretty much, giving the example of these Native Americans, look what happened to them. Look what happened to to Issachar, during the Spanish Inquisition. These fucking Edomites came over. They were being all cool and nice. Being real friendly. Even Christopher Columbus said, "Man, these people are too friendly. There's no reason why we shouldn't take them down." You know what I'm saying? So like I said in Psalms 55, war was in there, but yet they were drawing swords. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just do good to anybody. Do good to those that are of the ways of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, who are in the way of truth. That's who you should do good to, and the Most High will pay. He'll recompense it to you. Like it says, charity hideth the multitude of sins. Do good to your brothers, to people pushing this truth. Can't just, what I'm saying, can't just be doing good just to anybody. You know, like these, these 2/3 people, walking around. They see a homeless guy and they're like, feel sorry for him, and throw him $5 or $10, and not knowing what the hell that man's gonna, that wicked man's gonna do with that money. He might go buy him some drugs, alcohol, whatever. Just and it's not gonna do. There's not gonna do. It's not gonna do no good to him or to the. That dude just lost $5-10 on nothing. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much what I wanted to go into. Just a little quick video on that. Saw a post, one of the brothers posted, so it made me want to do a video on it. And with that, shalom.